Hey guys, we're back at it now with part 2. And next topic. Who gives better head?
Yo.
Fat girls or skinny women? And before anybody even starts off with some disrespectful shit, personally I think that fat women, the ones that are built like a light bulb, give the best head. Eric? Because I've never had a skinny girl ever give me head. I'm like, you know what? That was all right. No, most fat girls, when they get down there, that bitches are sucking.
Nah, I'm going to have to say
they're sucking for a ride home. Most time, because you never see a fat girl driving a nice car. You never do. You never see a fat girl driving a nice car. You never do. You always see a fat girl driving a car that looks like a clown should be driving.
Are you sure?
They always driving Honda Coupes and fucking and Nissan Altimas. They need a Maxima because they are some max bitches. And the pussy is already maxed out. That's why they wear max pads for max pussy. Wide load, heavy set bitches always wear maxi. You never go into a fat girl's bathroom and see Kotex. That's for skinny bitches. I'm gonna have to say you can find 100 motherfucking Kotex in a box this big. You find 5 maxi pads in a box this big.
Well, I'm still gonna say that smaller girls get it. Smaller girls get it,
no.
In my opinion, they do.
I have never had great head from a girl under 150 pounds. Every girl that I've gotten head from that was great was a Ronda Rousey built bitch. That's the kind of head that I've enjoyed in my times, whatever. But
I've had a couple of skinny ones.
And believe it or not, fat girls be doing crazy shit in the bedroom.
I do believe
fat girls be trying. They be trying.
Need to try
they only got about 50 good strokes when they be riding you. And then it's a wrap. You can see their face getting all red and stuff and starting to sweat. You can see the gas running out. That's when you gotta flip them over and you are the auxiliary engine. You know, you're the backup. You gotta go in there and that's when you gotta wipe away that little sweat and you gotta pound it away. You know, and fat girls can take a pounding. These skinny girls, man, you give them two good rounds and they want to sniff an Adderall and go to sleep, but they can't sleep.
Nope.
So they up all night while you sitting there asleep and shit. They fucking up all night, watching Teen Mom and shit and flirting with dudes on Tinder.
Yeah, you right. Them skinny ones do be fiending quite a bit, but I'm still gonna have to sit here and say a skinny junk simply because I done had a couple of thick ones that just didn't know what they were doing.
Eric,
and I had a couple of thin ones that knew what they were doing.
Eric looked like a broke childish Gambino.
I appreciate the compliment.
God damn. That's it? No fucking roasting back here?
No. I was just I was gonna give you a second there. I was gonna let you have your moment of shine.
Smash that like button, hit subscribe, everybody. Interracial relationships. Now this is one that's really been coming up a whole lot. I've been getting that actually on my Facebook inbox to talk about this, and I really want to put in like a topic for it. Can you be pro-black and date outside of your race?
I would say hell yes, because like
explain.
Okay, you do promote being pro-black, but the thing about being pro-black is you support the life of letting others, especially black culture, thrive and live on their own. But the fact that you want to commingle and integrate to try and make things better between clans or clads, whatever you want to call it, I would sit here and say that is a easier route to take than just being angry.
But the thing about it is, I think that in the black community, that like we need to come together more and uplift us, because if you look at the definition of like racism, whatever, it is the competition of wealth between groups of people. Okay? Right. And, you know, like, that's why I try to say that, and it's going to sound controversial, black people cannot be racist, because racism comes from a position of power. You know what I'm saying? Like, like most white-owned businesses have the power to hire you or not hire you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why back in, like, the 60s or whatever, whenever, like, black people would walk through white neighborhoods, they would get rocks and shit, like, thrown at them and whatnot. It wasn't the same way, the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it could have been, but it wasn't, you know? And me personally, I believe that you definitely can be, you know, pro-black and date outside of your race, whatever, as long as you are not trying to show off your partner as one of the black community, because they'll never understand the struggle and black. The things that we go through. Like, they'll never understand, you know, the stares in the store or the smug looks when you have a nice car, or, you know, how people just, most of the time you're just judged at a different standard than different people, and that's not always just, you know, compared to whites. That's compared to Asians. That's compared to Mexicans, because, you know, most brown people, you know, Mexicans, Indians too, you know, they definitely get, you know, hated on. And right now, especially with all this Asian hate shit going on, you know, it's starting to show that, you know, damn, they don't fuck with none of these fucking minorities, you know.
None of them. Like, you know, did you see that on the news, actually, now that you mentioned that?
Talk about it.
So there was this little Asian lady that got literally jumped, beaten, and mugged in front of a store while a security guard was present.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that, whatever. Yeah, like, some dudes, like, jumped her, whatever, and, like, the guard was, like, just, like, sitting there watching, cause he didn't want to, like, leave his, like, post, like, you know, that's some fuck shit. If you were ever watching a woman get her ass beat and you do not intervene, I don't care who she is. I don't care who she is, whatever. Unless this is some old smug bitch, you know. If it's some old smug bitch, you know, she gotta get smacked up. But, you know, I'll never let some man just put his hands on some woman. That's some foul shit.
That's like, know? Someone else putting their hands on your mother. Would you want someone putting their hands on your mother?
Hell no, they gotta go. Right, they gotta go.
You gotta be departed from here. And that's not just that. It's like a simple, basic human need to want to protect each other, especially if it's like unnecessary hate, biased hate, or uneducated hate. Like, that's just, it's unnecessary. It don't serve anybody, and all it does is serve to promote chaos and violence.
Interracial relationships. When I was in the Army, my this guy who lived in the room next to me, he said, his name was I'm not gonna really say whatever, but he said that it seemed to him that this, like, new wave of, like, white women who like black men, it's not really like they actually are like intellectually, like, connecting with them, whatever. It's more like a fetish, whatever. He said that, like, a lot of white women are fetishizing different kinds of men. That's why you see so many white guys getting, like, tans and stuff like that. If you watch country music now, especially, like Kane Brown and fucking Florida Georgia Line, they don't wear fucking 10-gallon hats and fucking Spurs. No, they wear fucking windbreakers and fucking goddamn Bape and Supreme and all this stuff. Like, and it's basically turned into, like, country rap or, like, country pop, if you will. And with all that being said, I approve. No. Yeah, I approve of everything that, you know, we do with interracial relationships and stuff like that, you know. But damn, that kind of fucking threw me off there, actually.
It's all good, bro.
But the white guys who try to, you know, kind of like swagger jack, if you will, you know.
But I mean, if you look at it, that's how the culture has been going for the last 1,000 years. Every time the black culture sat here and did something, the white culture came right behind and either mimicked it, stole it, or made it better than what it was.
I mean, what's Elvis Presley? Elvis Presley ain't nothing but Chuck Berry and Muddy Waters, and let's regurgitate it. You know, like that motherfucker stole damn near all the fucking music. He even stole that song Hound Dog from an old black woman. Yep. You know? And so me personally, like I said, I approve of interracial relationships, whatever, as long as long as the person who, you know, is not of color tries to appropriate themselves too much with that culture and identify with them. Because to me, I see that a lot now. You see a lot of these girls are you know, like white girls saying nigga this, nigga that, whatever, all because they done slept with a few black guys. White girls, just because you done fucked a couple of black dudes does not mean just stop.
That's just stop like that. If they were to walk up to you and be like, I done smashed 1,000 crackers. Don't do it. No. It's got to go both ways here with it and everything. Me personally, I think that we're headed towards a world where everybody looks kind of like this right here, kind of like a light brown, and that's what the census even says. They say that by the year 2050, the majority of America will be brown skin. Yep. It's going right back to how it was 1,000 years ago. And I feel like a lot of white America is like seeing that and getting scared, you know, like oh shit, you know, they're losing their grip. Because think about it. We had Obama in there for 8 years, followed by 4 years of probably the worst turmoil ever in this country. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's super divided. And now it seems like Trump still has the fucking world on his fucking grip, whatever. He's always, you know, speaking out and saying, you know, hinting that he's going to run again and shit like that. And I hope that he does not run again. I mean, honestly, he's just trying to keep the game and the illusion, if you will, afoot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look at how he pronounced the whole thing and has a lion emblem. That's like, you know anything about the Zodiac? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the Leo. And that junk is being controlled by Mars at that current point in time when he made the MAGA. The MAGA? Yeah, MAGA. Even though it's a Hindu short English version of the Hindu god of death and life. God, this thing's a goddamn devil worshiper and a pedophile. It's the worst kind of shit. No, don't get it twisted. But it's the representation of the Leo with Mars energy behind it, and he's sitting here literally trying to become a saint or a false figure or a false prophet, if you will. Yeah, because, man, you turn on Fox News or, you go on Facebook, that's all you see on there, man. All you see is fucking Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, and shit's scary. He's not even, in office no more. And Biden's doing a pretty goddamn good job. I mean, he gave out the stimulus money. He's doing his best with this border crisis. He bought the refugee cap up to 62,500. He's going through with a lot of things that he said that he was going to do. Yeah, and this is the first president we've had in almost 75 years that has actually done what they said they were going to do. Yeah. And put in the motion and plan. He's kind of like a modern day FDR, in which he's kind of like healing a nation. I like hearing him talk, even though he does stammer a lot. I mean, I do myself, but that's to be expected, especially in your twilight years. Oh yeah, because that nigga's 78, and Trump's like 75 or some shit like that. But we needed some new blood. We need to recycle like the whole Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez for president. Damn right. Yes. I like her. I like her. She's, a young, progressive. I really like her because she's putting people in their place. I don't like how the Senate actually shut her down when she was trying to run for president. Oh yeah. There's so much bullshit going on here because everybody wanted. Because personally, I wanted Bernie Sanders to run and win because he has such great ideals and everything can work. It's just the people around us are so stupid and Democrats are so fucking weak. They don't want to push through it and use reconciliation to push any fucking bills through because they have control of the fucking House right now, but they're probably going to lose it because they're being dumb. But, I mean, honestly, the whole, anyone that's a career rhino doesn't need to be in the Senate. You need to be in that junk for, 10 years and rotate out, because them 10 years, things change drastically. For real, if you think about it. Like, would you want to live in a society where you have people that are literally like 70?
I don't like how 65 and 70-year-old men get to decide what young women get to do with their body.
Yeah, they shouldn't have a say
how the
in that.
fuck can some old dude say, "Oh, you can't have an abortion here because I don't like it"?
Yeah, exactly. Now, I mean, I can understand, like, if the principles are like,
you can protest all you want, do whatever you want, but it's that woman's body. If we have the technology there to make her life easier after a mistake, or just because she simply is not financially or mentally in that state to have a child, I mean, I just don't understand why it's such a big deal. That's always really like kind of like, you know what I mean?
One's mental, physical, and emotional.
These old people are too out of touch. How are you 80 years old? Like Nancy Pelosi, 80 years old, and you're still making laws for people
things that were in the 40s and 50s.
It's absolutely ridiculous to me. That's why I'm starting to understand politics a little bit more, but I'm starting to understand that politics is very like not understandable. It's a whole lot of like smoke and mirrors, a whole lot of lying, a whole lot of
underhanded lobbying,
a whole lot of bullshit. You know, these guys will do whatever the fuck that they can to make extra money, even though they're already fucking rich.
Exactly.
You know, rich get richer, the poor get poorer.
That's just the craziest thing to me.
LeBron's still hurt.
He is?
LeBron's still fucking hurt. Yep. You know, he fucking got that high ankle sprain and shit like that. And damn, I mean, I don't know if Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan. I mean, I'm more so a LeBron fan, but like he's kind of made me a Lakers fan now. But like now that like he's been out, you actually see just how important this nigga really is
to his
because
team.
Like you saw it like before in Cleveland whenever he would like sit on the bench or whatever, or he would take a break. You know, they would go down 10, 15 points, and then you know he would come back in, you know, and
they be
save save the fucking day, you know. But like, it's like now I don't even know if they are even gonna get through the playoffs.
No, they're not. Not with that high ankle sprain.
But I mean, they say, I just saw the ESPN update, earlier just before we started the pod and everything, and it said that he saw an ankle specialist and that he had no more sharp pain during his workout stuff. And if anybody, is an Iron Man, it's LeBron fucking James. He's, goddamn, he's been the best for the longest.
The last, 15 years?
This is his 18th year. He came in 2003. Most of the players around him have already fucking, came and went. Yeah, they've already came and retired, like Dwayne Wade,
they need to bring Wade back.
Chris Bosh and all of them, they've already all,
they need to bring Dwayne Wade back, though.
No, Dwayne Wade is out here on some funny shit with his he/she son.
Don't let that man's son interfere with this man's career goals.
Dwayne Wade get hits in the ass. I said it.
Damn, that's how you feel?
Yeah, there is no way that Dwayne Wade is really hitting Gabrielle. She is too happy to be fucking with a nigga who didn't make the playoffs his last 5 years.
I mean, the only reason why he ain't make the playoffs the last 5 years was because his coach fucking sucked.
No, his knees gave out on him because that nigga was sucking too much dick.
Damn.
I'm just fucking with you, D Wade. I know that you be on it and shit like that. Do you think that Logan Paul has a chance against Floyd?
No. That's just a no outright.
I don't know why I got this feeling. I just got this feeling that this ain't gonna be no 3-second fight. I just feel like
this ain't gonna be no 3-second fight, but he doesn't have it. I'm gonna tell you like that.
I mean,
Wade gonna be coming in straight uppercutting his chin, bro.
Logan Paul outweighs this dude by at least 45, 50 pounds.
Yeah, but he still has the reach.
Who? Floyd? No,
yes.
Floyd's 5'7", 150 pounds. Logan Paul is 6'2", 205 pounds. So But Floyd is the best ever, though. Floyd's 50-0.
I'm still going Floyd.
Floyd should win. And the consensus should be that Floyd wins this fight. But, I mean, I don't know. Because, like, me and my uncle were talking about this on the phone the other day. And he's like, no, hell no. Logan Paul has no fucking chance. I believe he has a puncher's chance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If they're doing stand-up.
No. It's boxing.
No, I know.
So, like, I just feel like if Logan Paul can just, last long enough and, hit one of them fucking haymakers, Floyd's a small dude. He'll go flying. And that would send the internet into a fucking frenzy. That would be it.
No, man.
That would be it.
All Floyd got to do is just stay in this man's joint areas and work his insides.
He's going to light him up. He's a sound boxer. He's going to light him up. Exactly. He should be eating his kidneys up the whole fucking time. But the thing is, he has to stay away from them hits because Logan Paul has enough that them hits can throw fucking Floyd back. Floyd's never fought a guy this big. Never. Never.
And what has happened every time he has fought someone that was bigger than him?
He's won, obviously. He's 50-0, obviously. But, I mean,
this
it's
man
going to
is like
be
the Undertaker.
Yeah.
21-0.
He retired, man. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
The Undertaker retired from WWE, I think early part of this year, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
He was like 60 years old.
Yeah, he's been in this since, 19...
The late 80s. Yeah, the late 80s.
I was about to say 1987.
I remember when I was a kid, man. He was on that motorcycle and shit. I used to fuck with his ass for that shit, man. No homo, pause. But, yeah... That nigga was he was on it. He was on it around the same time that Ja Rule and shit was popping.
Oh, and Nas's album had just dropped that year too.
Yeah, man. Ja Rule was a shit back in the day. You think that Drake is like a modern day Ja Rule? Because I've talked to people, whatever, and they've tried to say no, Drake's more than that. And if you look at it really in the sense of like how Drake raps, he kind of raps from like a condescending kind of tone, but he has like bars behind his like appeal. Cause like Ja Rule never really had bars, but he had massive appeal. So like in my opinion, I think that Drake is more of a combination of Jay-Z. Cause Jay-Z rapping now, cause he has such status now, he's rapping from a condescending kind of point, talking about what he's doing like overseas and doing this and doing that. I believe that like Drake is a combination of Jay-Z and Ja Rule, because Ja Rule had that kind of like that like singing kind of like thuggish vibe that Drake is kind of like embodied. I
can see it now. I would say he'd be more like a LL Cool J.
I can't say LL Cool J because LL didn't have as many hits. Ja Rule had hits. Ja Rule's first 2 albums were just complete hits. And they were, basically like features and duets with like him and Ashanti. But like Ja Rule basically brought like singing to like a thug kind of game. And Drake kind of did the same thing too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Drake can like sing and then like break out and be rapping, Jay-Z don't fucking sing, but Ja Rule sings. But Jay-Z raps. And Drake does both of those at a very high level. So I feel like that's why he's kind of like both of those. And that's what makes him so good, because Ja Rule was the best at one point and Jay-Z was the best for a long time. I feel like Drake has like done the same. Yeah, I feel like, Drake's definitely surpassed Jay-Z, definitely in sales and appeal. I feel like even the OGs now are starting to respect what Drake has done,
I mean, I can respect some of what he has done to a certain degree. Yes, I won't take that from him, especially bringing up the team that he has with him from The Weeknd.
He put a whole country on the map.
Exactly.
Canada,
I mean, Party Next Door, he put a whole damn country on the map.
Yeah.
And you right, you can't deny that. But like when you trying to compare him with other 2 artists, especially from 2 opposite sides of the coastline, it's kind of unfair, in my opinion. But I will give you that one. I'll have to agree with you a little bit.
I mean, Ja Rule was basically singing like, okay, so I'll even say this. I'll even say he's more like Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Okay, I can rock
because Ja Rule was singing and whatnot. 50 Cent rapped and sung. Well, really, you could say he's basically like a more souped up 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent was really one of the guys that took kind of what Ja Rule did with the rapping and singing and took it to a whole new level. He kind of put like gangster shit behind it.
Especially with that candy shop.
Yeah, or like 21 Questions. You know what I'm saying? Like he was singing, but he was singing about like thug shit. Drake's not really singing about thug shit. He's kind of singing more about like missed opportunities with like women and shit like that. But like we all know that that's all fucking cap.
Exactly. Because how you gonna have one of the baddest women in the game and have a baby with her and then be sitting here flexing like you ain't got her still? What?
Yeah. So I like I said, Drake's appeal now is so high that he could put out anything, and it would just like go off. I was talking about this on the pod with Big E the other day, but
especially with Tootsie Slide.
Tootsie Slide, like this nigga just really just made up a dance in his house, and people were just, nigga. I mean, I was doing that shit. I was doing that shit last year. I mean, I can't lie. It was COVID, nigga. I was locked up. I mean, what the fuck was I gonna do?
I mean, you could have did the Backpack Kid.
Fuck no, man. I was fat as hell last year. My face was all round and shit. I was drinking hella beer. It was not good, man. It was not good.
You know them extra carbs ain't good for you, bro.
I mean, carbs not the enemy, but I mean, shit. But who's the best rapper out right now?
I mean, right now we still got.
There's difference between the best rapper out right now and the hottest rapper out right now. To me, right now,
the hottest right now, I'm gonna say is Chef G.
Who the fuck?
He's one of the new upcoming rappers.
No. Right now, probably the hottest.
Oh, I mean, right now,
like hottest. No, fuck no. Who's popping right now? Like popping right now. Right now, it's either. Right now, that's guys that just popped right now. It's either Pooh Shiesty because he's on everything, or the Baby.
Oh, it's definitely the Baby. Pooh Shiesty, to me, he hasn't popped up on my radar. Like, I mean, if you were to sit here and said NF, I'd have been like, definitely NF right now.
Pooh Shiesty is popping up everywhere. The Baby is on everything. Like, when the Baby and I didn't like I liked him at first, and I kind of was like, wait a minute, this nigga raps exactly the same every time. But now I'm starting to, see that he has like.
He has his own flow.
He's like a new Meek Mill. Exactly. He's hood as fuck, but he got some shit in his words. But that's why I can really fuck with Baby, because he's real with it. He actually will smack the fuck out of you. I don't like these. I don't like these old phony ass niggas and shit. But that's why I'm starting to like these UK rappers a whole lot, because these guys are working hard. Y'all gotta check out a guy named Stormzy. He's a UK rapper. Guy can rap his ass off. Once you get past the accent, man, this guy has some fucking bars.
He has bars for days.
Another guy, his name is Dave. He can really rap his fucking ass off too. He's from the UK. Yeah, man. Shout out to them UK guys, man. They be out there doing it, man. Stabbing the fuck out of niggas on some Game of Thrones type shit. But
they still got the Night of the Round Table too.
They be selling that bitch, goddamn, on the Last Supper and shit. But hey man, wrapping them up right now, man. Tell them where to find you at, man, on Instagram and
you can find
Facebook
me
and shit.
You can find me on Facebook at Eric Elam. If you trying to get up with me for any other things, my email is elamjshawn@gmail.com. Into quite a few different things. Just give me a holler and I'll respond back promptly and with whatever information you are seeking.
Hell yeah, and everybody, you guys can find me on Instagram, Carter Cinema _13. Check out my photography. Check out a lot of my content. Follow me on Twitter at TRVP_life. It's like Trap Life, but like with a V. And I'm on there just making jokes and shit like that all the time. Trying to work on this comedy special that I've been working on. It's called Keep Talkin'. Ironically enough, it's a 45-minute comedy special, and I'm about halfway through it right now. I'm going to be trying out some bits on the upcoming pod stuff when I have the round table, when I have the extended stuff, and shit, everybody support it. By the way, check out Big E Dice Man's merchandise. I still got the link. I'm gonna put it in the bio below, and I'm gonna put it in the comment section. Shit, man, everybody fucking hit that like button,
hit that share button.
Damn right. And without further ado, guys, keep talking.
Keep it going.
It's been another one. Out.